I'm Tony Corey, and we're standing here in front of this sleek, modern home in Lincoln, Mass. And if you've driven around the city of Boston in recent years, some of these materials may look familiar to you. Why? Because this house was built from recycled steel and concrete slabs from the Big Dig. I'm here with Paul Pedini, owner, builder, and designer of this really extraordinary house. Where did you get the idea, first of all, to use recycled materials from the Big Dig?
Well, it all came to me in a meeting quite a few years ago now, where we were requested to recycle the materials, and they were going to be taken by the state and stored for future use. And during that meeting, it was conveyed to me that they had enough of the materials and they really wanted to take the remaining odd-shaped, smaller spans and demolish them.
So did you get a good buy on these materials?
I got a great buy. We offered to take them off their hands in exchange for not costing the state maybe a couple $100,000.
Now we're standing on cement slabs that were actually used in bridges all throughout the Big Dig.
I-93. This was the ramp off of I-93 to take it to the Tobin Bridge. The slabs themselves are almost a foot thick, but we put more concrete on top and all the radiant heat is embedded in the floor.
Wow.
And this is all polished and then stained. The home is sited for solar heat, for solar radiant. We recycle all the water coming off the roof. We have a super garden on the roof, a Zen type of a garden, but we have our vegetable garden up there too. The entire frame that supports the four slabs are recycled steel beams, some of them very big beams capable of holding up a skyscraper. And the main beams are encased in this area right here.
One thing that seems unique about the space, it's so wide and open. You've got your structures that are supporting everything on the outsides instead of anything in the middle.
Right. What the slabs allow you to do is we have basically an open space from the front door to the back door.
It's an enormous expanse. It's very dramatic.
It's great for entertaining.
Now this looks like another piece of recycled materials.
Mm-hmm. Yes, actually, this beam is one of the beams that were used to hold the tunnel apart. When you build a tunnel, you have to dig a hole and you have to hold the walls apart. So some of these beams spanned across and held the walls in place while we were building the tunnel in between. These are the panels in their raw form. They were taken literally off the ramps to I-93, and we blasted and painted the steel and dropped them right in place.
Now this is the second Big Dig house that you've built. What are the differences between the two houses?
Well, the first one was a little bit more adventurous architecturally. We had a lot of steel on the outside of the house. It was a little bit taller, bigger spaces, a lot of glass, and there's a lot of glass in this house. I think the pivotal point came when my mom was criticizing me for not having enough conventional space. So this time around, we decided to cover a little bit of the steel and make it a little bit more typical, but it's still not very typical.
Well, it's a beautiful house in a beautiful part of Lincoln, and it's for sale.
Yes, it is.
What's your next project?
We're hoping to do the same kind of construction, only in an urban setting, ideally Cambridge. We'll see if we can get that going.
Somebody could have this house for how much?
A little over 1.8 million.
1.8, it's yours. I just made a deal for you.
Thank you.